Time don't reach for this our nation. They start to have a reorientation.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we will actually be taking the weight of our birds. It's one of the critical success factors and indication for you to check to see how well your birds are doing. And I hope that you're able to learn this process of weighing your birds. Now, if we are about to catch our birds for weighing, we don't do selective catching, which means you don't catch the big ones and weigh differently and catch the small ones and weigh differently. What you do is that you catch them all together, not being selective, so that you get a good record. At the end of the day, we just run an average, so you catch a reasonable number out of your flock. The flock we are working with today is a flock of about 1,700 birds, and we will be weighing quite a number just to get a good average. Okay. At this point, we just caught our chickens, or rather our chicks, and they've been put into the carton, and we are ready to start weighing them. So we will be weighing the chickens. The attendant will be owning the scale. We'll be owning the scale, and it has been reset to 0. We'll be putting the chickens on the scale to really get the weights. Okay. So at this point we have about, let me zoom it so that we all see it. At this point we have about 15 birds or chicks weighing about 3.166. So this is a weight of 15 birds, including the carton that is on it. So we'll be taking it off and emptying the carton. Okay, we have just emptied the cartons now. The carton is empty, and we want to weigh the carton so that we can do a minus from what we initially have. Go ahead and okay, so we have 315 gram. So we'll be taking out 315 gram from what we initially have to get an average of each chick that we have weighed. Another set of birds we just caught, about 15 chicks again, and we will be taking the weight of this. So let's go ahead and take the weight of this. This is actually 3.167 is what we have as a weight for this. So we will be dropping it off the scale.
Time don't reach for this our nation. They start to have a reorientation.
And the next thing we'll be doing, we'll be taking the weight one after the other of the birds, not to ascertain the weight per se, but what we want to ascertain at this point is to ascertain the uniformity of the birds. So we'll be removing one after the other from the carton and weighing them, one after the other. Okay, we have one of the first birds weighing 193 gram. We have another giving us 194 as a weight. Wow. We have another 234 gram.
Time don't reach for this our nation. They start to have time don't reach, make me wake up.
just weighed our birds. Now these are very critical factors for you to take note of whenever you are taking care of your chicks. For you to take their weights, check their weight to see what their weights are like, and not just knowing what the weight is like, but you need to also check the uniformity of your birds. Now it helps you to take critical decisions. Take for instance when you have different birds, seeing one bird extremely heavy, and you have in the same flock of birds you have, or chicks, you have this one that is laying a bit very not heavy, then you know that there is a need for you to put in some things into place. For instance, it's possible that one is eating better than the other, and what could be a reason? Possibly the number of your feeders are not adequate, possibly your heat is not too good, that's why some are actually glued to where the source of heat is, and a lot of other factors could be a reason for this. But taking your weight will actually give you a good judgment, most especially when you are checking the uniformity. It gives you a judgment that you need to give for your birds and really know. I hope we've been able to learn something today, and I hope that we'll put this as a normal practice when we're taking care of our birds, to always check their weights. I will not be able to tell you what our average weight is at this point, because I'm yet to go and compute it. When we do the computing, we'll come back and tell you what the average weight of our birds are. Okay, we have just computed our records, and from what we have computed, we have discovered that the birds, in terms of weights, they are doing well, and in terms of the uniformity in particular, we discovered that from the uniformity, what we have as at this age, what we have is almost 85%. We have discovered that we have a good uniformity, we have good weights for birds that are exactly 21 days, that's about 3 weeks, and from the schedule of Highland Brown, which is what we have in stock here, from the Highland Brown, you are supposed to have within 3 weeks, you are supposed to have a weight of about 180 to 200 grams, and from what we have about 190 as an average, and the 190 that we have as an average is actually within range. It's not up to the maximum, neither is it down the lower. And what it suggests to us is a lot of things, that the farm is actually, their birds, the chicks are doing well, and not just doing well, the uniformity. Now, for you to be able to compute a good uniformity, a lot of factors need to be put into consideration. The fact that you are looking at the number of birds that you have weighed, and to check and see how many birds are within a particular range. The number that are within a particular range will determine what your uniformity is. And from what we just checked now, a lot of the birds are within the average of about 180 to 200 plus. And it has proved to us that after the whole computing, we're able to get a uniformity of about 85%, which is quite impressive. From the books, it's actually what the books have said, and we're able to do good on the books. Thank you, and hope to have you some other time. And in case you are just watching this for the first time, you have not subscribed to our channel, do well to like and subscribe to our channel.
Time don't reach for this, our nation.